Good evening. So, you know, um, continue on with the theme of this morning's so like NAFTA and trade, and this big yellow brick gold, yellow brick road of so like Canadian businesses in Ontario in America. Um, this loophole, sort of like a future banned substance, is a mild so like it's not a con. Okay, I don't want to call these people criminals because it's legal, but to know your way around the system, you kind of need a guide. So there's always an agent involved, right? And because like the normal person, right, it's like you need some kind of like tax guide, a tax Sherpa. You need some kind of export Sherpa, foreign market Sherpa. So there's always an agent, and then they work with a Canadian representative, like in the bureaucracy, and then there's probably an American, so like a conduit, like the Underground Railroad. There's always an American conduit or an American infrastructure. There's always an agent, like a Sherpa, and then there's a Canadian, so like intake, you know, like someone there on the Canadian side to handle the paperwork and just to let it go, right? It's like it's a loophole, right? But once so like you see this massive pile of paperwork, it's like, wait a minute, this loophole is really not meant for this kind of stuff, right? It's a lot. It's almost like everybody's taking a future banned substance, right? Why are all these forms, all these applications piling up? This is sort of like this. I know this is a loophole, right? It's a future banned substance. It's very gray. It's kind of gray, like if you're caught with like less than like a joint. Like if you're caught with a joint of marijuana, they'll let you go. But all of a sudden, everybody has a joint of marijuana. It's like, wait a minute, right? It's like a gray area, right? It's like, wait a minute. If you're caught with a joint of marijuana, they'll let you go. But now everybody has a joint of marijuana. Like, wait a minute. So this sort of like loophole is like a gray area. But all of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute. Everybody is applying for this, and then there's a Sherpa who knows the so like the regulations, the taxes, and then there's also American infrastructure that will sign off on receipts. So this loophole, which is like a future banned substance, taking advantage of a gray area regarding perhaps taxes and transferring revenue to Canadian bank accounts, is all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute. So if you were just a regular Joe up in Canada, you see this, you would tell your boss, or or you if you were dishonest, you just look the other way. Oh, it's a loophole. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's like it's not ringing any alarm bells. So it's very questionable practice. Loopholes are very questionable practice because they're gray areas. It's like, okay, if you're caught with a joint of marijuana, the cop will let you go. But all of a sudden, the whole city just has a joint of marijuana. Like, where the heck's all this coming from? All of a sudden, everybody's exploiting this loophole. So up here in Canada, someone in the bureaucracy, suddenly the forms and applications just piling up, and it's not ringing any alarm bells. It's like, hey, we all have like chats with our managers, like, hey, this loophole is starting to pile up. Like there's a Sherpa, everybody's like applying to this loophole. It's not meant for this. It's like that unprotected road, you know, where all the Haitian asylum seekers. It's like, wait a minute. Now we got traffic jams there. It's not meant for that. You know, we took a shift off, like the overnight shift off, but now we got traffic jams overnight. Everybody's like got their windows rolled down, the music blaring, crossing over. It's like, wait a minute. And it's like, oh, just look the other way. You know, it's a loophole. It's like, wait a minute. It's not meant for that. It's the same thing with like paperwork loopholes and so like marijuana loopholes. It's like, yeah, you know, marijuana's still not that popular. You're caught with a joint, we'll let you go. But all of a sudden, wait a minute. It's more popular than beer? Wait a minute. So there's sort of like this Sherpa, this guy that's just accepting paperwork, and then there's like people on the American side signing off on receipts. And it's like, wait a minute, nobody minds like all these Haitians crossing like with the windows down, listening to like freaking urban music, crossing the street, crossing the border, or like all of a sudden a joint is more popular than beer. Like, wait a minute, this loophole is bullshit loophole. So there's a con there. I mean, a con, you know, technically a con is calling somebody a criminal. You know, that if you call somebody a criminal and you mention their name, they can sue you, right? But come on, seriously, somebody's taking advantage of this loophole.